obviously the latter. So my crypto perspective has shifted from utility, quote unquote, because a lot of Web 2 projects can offer the utility that Web 3 offers, and realizing that the financial infrastructure, the base layer of crypto, the applications that we use, the chains that we operate on, are going to be hard to compete with and hard to topple. So you just build on top of them and take their momentum and build off of the momentum. And memes, in my opinion, are the most halal version of crypto.
So what are some meme coins that you're interested in and why?
You know, so memes represent culture. So you can look at culture, but then you also look at what drives culture, which is marketing and public relations. So there's some things that naturally take off. Your Dogecoin, your Shiba, your Pepe, because they're already ingrained in culture. Nobody thought that Bitcoin was going to take over, but when it took over, other things started to gain attention. In this case, Dogecoin. The next bull run rolled around. People were like, hey, you know what? We're going to need another set of meme coins because, you know, somebody came up to me, one of the fellow servers, and they're like, hey, like, you know, I've been trading stocks. I made $14,000 this last month. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's fucking crazy. You know, or made maybe $3,000 a month waiting tables. And I'm like, well, how are you doing it? What is it? He's like, oh, download this app called Robinhood. That's when Robinhood was new because we didn't know anything about finance. So you have this little gamified app. So I was like, hey, like, this is extremely intriguing. How do I get involved? He's like, read this book, Stocks, Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. I'm like, okay, sounds good. That's the first book that I read about in the psychology of trading. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. A couple weeks go in, I buy a couple penny stocks, a couple of these biotech companies that tend to pump. I'm like, these are shitters. Like, these things are going to do well. It's pretty fun. But I lost money, obviously, naturally. So I go back to my server, you know, buddy, and we continue conversing. A couple of weeks go by, and he's like, hey, have you heard about Bitcoin? I'm like, what is that? He's like, oh, it's this digital money. People are getting into it.
Point on this. The big players, the whales, like, they aren't trading $10,000, $20,000. They want to get into a meme. They want to buy 5% of the supply. They want to put $10 million in. 99% of memes are simply not able to do that without massively impacting price. So the tokens that do have big exchange listings and a lot of liquidity on chain through the LPs, like, these are typically the ones where, like, whales are almost forced to position themselves there if they want exposure. And, like, you know, even myself, if I want to go in with a bigger bet, I'm, like, limited to a pool of memes. And those are naturally the ones that get the listings that perform better because they're the ones you can enter, like Pepe.
And they have an like an upward momentum spiral. Like, the more momentum you catch in crypto, you see these charts, bro. They'll go from 100 mil market cap to $1 billion in 3 weeks.
And whales talk as well. Like, if you're a whale and you've got $20 million, are you just going to say nothing? No, you're probably connected in the industry. You've probably got friends, partners that run agencies that can bring KOLs in, partners that are at exchanges.
We're running our own Wall Street.